Alright guys, welcome to the channel again. Today we're going to talk about what most people would probably disagree with is the truth about Rogue Fitness and their the quality of their products. So first off, I'd like to say I'm not in any way claiming that Rogue has bad products. That's not what I'm saying. Their products are great. I'm sure they could handle whatever anyone can throw at them, basically is what I'm trying to say. But the premium that they charge over other companies, for instance, like Titan Fitness, Rep Fitness, Fringe Sport, just several others, but that price premium, is it worth it? Well, that's what we're here to talk about, because I've been lifting since 2009 pretty competitively, I would say, and I've used all the equipment, big name brands. I've had a home gym for going on about 2 years now, and my first rack that I owned was a Titan X3 short flat foot rack. Loved it, no complaints, no issues. Squatted over 600 pounds on it, on the back, on the standoffs that came with it. I rack pulled 600 a bunch on the included safeties. But I can't say enough good things about that rack. That rack was like $500 shipped. I had no problems with it. But I just recently moved, and before I moved, I sold my home gym that I had at my last house, my garage gym, and I just recently got new equipment, and I decided, I fell for the hype train, I guess you could say, and everybody's talked about how great Rogue equipment was, and so I bought my first. I've had Rogue bars before. I had a Rogue Ohio Power Bar that I used, and I loved it and had no problems with it. But I bought my first Rogue rack, and the rack that I bought, which I am going to do a review on, as well as show some of the, because I actually I reached out to Rogue to ask them what the deal was with this rack, and why, I wanted answers, basically, and I've got screenshots and the emails of that. I'll make sure to blur out anyone's name that I spoke with. But I got my rack, and it was shipped just like the Titan rack was, and a lot of people have bad issues with Titan shipping, but I've had a rack. I've currently got their adjustable loadable dumbbells, their easy curl bar, and I'm gonna in the near future I'm gonna buy their loadable lat pull down machine. And I've never had any issues with their packaging. The heavy, I think the main 4 posts on the X3 rack that I had, like one of the corners was busted open, but that was a heavy ass box, so I can let it slide for that. But the Rogue rack that that I bought, it came shipped just as good. You know, nothing to me said premium versus that Titan rack that I had when my Rogue rack came in. So, you know, that's whatever. The Titan rack, I'm gonna add that it came in all at once. It came in about 3 days, all at once. You know, no issues at all. The Rogue rack, it was over a week for me to get my first shipment. So I got the 4 posts, the feet, the flat feet, some hardware, not all the hardware, a pull-up bar, and then the other top cross member. And I couldn't finish putting it together because they didn't send all the hardware. They didn't send the J cups or the J cups or the pin safeties. So I got that stuff the next day, which was right exactly a week and a half. Mind you, I paid $161 for shipping versus the Titan rack that I got. Now, me being a working, you know, I actually have to work for my money. I don't sit in an office. You know, like I actually bust ass every day. I value where my money goes, and the $161 that Rogue charged for shipping, in my eyes, was completely thrown out the window. Like I basically just ripped up $161 and put it down a shredder, because I got absolutely nothing for that. I got slower shipping versus Titan. I got incomplete shipping initially versus Titan, you know. So as a power lifter, do I see and a garage gym owner, do I see a reason to ever buy a Rogue rack? Ever? And under any circumstance, at any strength level, I do not. In no way would I recommend paying for a Rogue rack at all. Because I paid, it was almost $1,100 for this rack. I paid less than half that for the Titan rack, which was very similar. It's almost the same rack. I would say it's the, you know, just the Titan version. The Flatfoot X3. I think the Rogue one is a little deeper, but they're very, very comparable racks. And, so I paid half the price versus the Titan rack. Did I get double the rack or double the service? Because you know, to me, if I'm going to spend this much money, I want to see and experience, or at least experience, you know, what I'm getting for my extra dollar. Not only is it not double the rack, it's not even like it's the only thing that the Rogue rack has on the Titan rack is the welds, and even then, it's, you know, it's not that big of a difference. Yeah, the welds on the Rogue do look nicer, but when I unboxed my Rogue rack, I noticed like the posts and the hardware were all scuffed up, and I even sent pictures to Rogue, and again, in the full review I'll go over this more, but they basically said, yeah, we get that a lot, all you have to do is wipe it off with a wet cloth. Yeah, I tried water, I tried car soap, and I tried alcohol. It doesn't come off. So I have scuffs on this quote premium rack that I bought that, you know, who knows, they're always going to be there. Like it came looking used. And now, as far as the Titan rack goes, The Titan rack had some scuffs on it as well. I would say far less than the Rogue rack did, mind you. But keep in mind, the Titan rack is also half the price, and I didn't pay for shipping. When you're a seller and you're going to charge a premium, you can't get away with as much as you can. You can't get away with as much as, you know, as a budget seller could. So yeah, I'm willing to look over stuff like that on the Titan branded stuff just because I paid so little for it. With Rogue, I'm not willing to accept that. So not only did I pay double the price, threw $161 out the window for shipping, but it came beat up. So this is my experience. You know, before I see it in the comments, I know everyone has different experiences with companies, but first impressions are lasting impressions, and I will never recommend a Rogue rack to anyone from this day forward due to this. Had the customer service rep felt, you know, like after me showing him the pictures of me unboxing it, had he, you know, been like, oh, well, you know, we apologize for that, let us fix it, things would have been different. But the guy just basically was defending Rogue. And I understand defend what you believe in, but no one's perfect, people make mistakes, and I got a shitty rack. Not a shitty rack, but a scuffed up rack that I paid a premium for. So I just, this is just to warn people, like, you know, you're looking at buying a home gym. Should you go Rogue, I highly recommend you save your money and put it towards something else, because Rogue racks are, like, you know, their bars are great. I've not bought, you know, I've bought a few bars and a rack now. The bar is great, but that's all. I can't comment on anything else they make, but I know for a fact their racks are not worth it. You are getting a new one buying those. So take my experience for what it is. I'm sure not everyone is going to have this same experience that I did, but we'll go over more in the full review of the RML. I think it's a 390F. So be looking out for that. Thank you guys for joining me this morning, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.